Sparky's back!
Athletes' baby mamas are toxic predators. We already know what this is gonna be, bro. It's probably gonna be more of them girls, them courtside scouts, and I'm not talking about the college ones, bro. Talking about the ones that scout for a different type of talent. Well, the same talent, but for a different reason. Let's see what happened on this episode of Dragon Ball Z.
You know, I usually don't talk about stuff like this, but I just seen a Twitter post that just caught my eye. Drea Michelle, age 39, took her son Nico, age 22, to see his stepdad Jaylen Green courtside at his basketball game.
Yeah, we talked about this already not too long ago. Yeah, this is fucking ridiculous, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. This is like legit. Like, I don't need, like, as a mother, bro, I don't even know how you could be okay with this. Like, you can't be that committed to money, right? 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 I don't know.
Jaylen Green is 22. This girl's son and future husband are the same age. Huh? What the actual fuck,
bro?
How do we just allow stuff like this to happen? Like, everybody talks so crazy when an older guy is with a younger girl, which I still think that's crazy in my opinion. That is weird. But we don't talk about the older MILF cougars being with these younger men with millions of dollars and trying to take advantage of them. Like, is that not crazy?
That's
Do
true.
you have no shame?
They don't hit the same when the roles are reversed. That's just how it is. I ain't even gonna lie. It's just how it is. That's weird. That's what I'm saying. 22, a grown-ass man. You're not wrong, but, like, I'm not mad. Like, it's a hard thing. It's like a moral thing, right? It's just, it's morals and then there's intelligence. It's how far are you willing to go just to fuck with somebody that has money? And then it's the intelligence from these niggas of like, okay, how realistic is this to last? And is this someone that you're gonna be with in the next 20 years? Like, nigga, realistically, bro, when you're 40, she's probably gonna look like fucking the you're selling chocolate bitch from SpongeBob, bro. Like what are we talking about? And that's why it's such a match made in heaven, right? Because it's a stupid athlete and a morally ambiguous woman that only cares about money. It goes together like that.
Who Drea Michelle is, she's been in the game, bro. This is not new to her. I've watched plenty of old NBA podcast clips, and they all really say the same thing. This girl used to be one of them girls that would be at your hotel when you had an away game, call her up to the hotel, do your business, maybe give her a little tip on the side and send her off running. Which is a crazy way to describe a human being, but hey, I mean, I guess that's what these girls were to these guys.
No, but I mean, like, that's the reality for some of these people, bro. They probably don't even know some of their names. I don't know. It is what it is.
Apparently, all the old heads in the NBA know about it. They were talking about her on her podcast. And the reason why these women do it is because they're trying to get a bag, of course. They think if they can catch one NBA player lacking, maybe one night he had a little bit too much to drink, he didn't feel like wearing a condom, goes in the raw, goes crazy, pulls out, but he ain't pull out in time. And now, what do you know it? Drea becomes a baby mama. Actually, that's exactly what happened to her.
I don't get why athletes do this when there's better girls their own age. I think it's simple. I think it's the status of these older women because they've just been in the game longer. They've been passed around. Most people know who they are. A lot of the younger girls, for one, it's also their intentions too, right? A younger girl isn't necessarily always looking for stability. Even if they say that they do, the chances are they're probably not gonna realistically be able to give you that. And I feel like the athletes don't believe that. So they're more likely to view a younger girl like, oh yeah, she just with me because of this, that, and the third. But with older women, they already have the status, so it's like, damn, they could have chose anybody, but they chose me. So I guess that's an aspect of it. And yeah, pretty much, I think that's what it is. Doesn't Anthony Edwards have like 3 baby mamas all older than him? I'm not too sure, but like, would I be surprised? No, not really. I don't know, just what athletes be on.
With her son Nico, if I'm not mistaken. Well, actually, I hope not, since she had him at 17. But you get the premise I'm talking about. These girls are old, experienced gold diggers. And because they can't find an older NBA player or retired NBA player to take them in and become wife or husbands or whatever, because all of these NBA players know that these girls are passed around. She goes for a younger guy with a lot of money who isn't hip to the game, basically becomes a wife for this guy.
That's true, too. Like, they're also new to women a lot of the times in general. So, like, you know, and they probably get bored of women their age, bro. Like, real shit. A lot of status that comes with like fucking a girl that or fucking with a girl that's like known, like, oh yeah, she got clout, like, and I'm with her, like, yeah, that's crazy.
doing wifely duties like taking care of
I
him,
know Zion
cooking,
be
doing his
wilding.
laundry, all of that. He
I
falls
believe
in
it.
love with her because she's all mature and she's feminine, whatever, and potentially lets him cheat on the side and just flips the other way. And eventually she gets pregnant with his kid, and now that's your baby mother. And of course we all know why a girl like Drea would want Jaylen. Young, rich, full of energy, plus he doesn't know about her past, and at the current time it's probably the best she can get. But why does Jaylen want her? Well, to really get to the bottom of this question, we have to go through several other examples of this happening. So let me give you a little breakdown. So if you didn't know, this little dynamic happens often. We oftentimes see younger basketball, football, athletes, rappers, just entertainers or young cats that are making it big go for these older cougars. A recent time is the PJ Washington and Brittany Renner situation. Now, with this situation, it was a little bit different. Brittany Renner was in a drastic older age than PJ Washington. She was 26, he was 18. But the same principle that we're talking about in this video did happen. Let me break it down. See, look, Brittany had her eyes on PJ ever since he was in college before the league. He was a 17, 18-year-old kid, big-time basketball player, star of the team, and he was projected to go very high.
I think that's the reason that people have a big problem with this too, is like, you were going to this nigga's games while he was essentially still a kid in support just to end up fucking with him. Now, at least that's how it looks. Like, who knows? They could have legit had a genuine connection and all that shit, but it's like, yo, you've been eyeing this nigga since before he was realistically old enough to make a sane decision. Like, honestly, if they just met, like, 26 and 18, I'm not gonna say it's great, but if it didn't happen under the pretenses of her going to his college games, I don't feel like a lot of people would have been as mad or had as much as an issue with it. Pushing 30 to go after a senior in high school, nah, yeah, basically.
An NBA draft. Brittany seen that, thought to herself, yo, bag opportunity. And apparently they started courting or dating or whatever, just under wraps. You would always see her posted up at Kentucky basketball games, even though I'm pretty sure she doesn't really know that much about basketball. And like Drake once said, whenever you see your favorite IG star at a basketball game courtside, there's always a guy on the team that she's crushing. And this was very true because her and PJ were fornicating at this time, and apparently they was doing it
Never
wrong.
really thought
Because
about that.
maybe
That's
a year
probably
after
true,
he
though.
got drafted, they both announced that Brittany was pregnant. Now at the time, a lot of people had a lot to say about this because it was very obvious what Brittany was doing. She's a 26, 27-year-old woman dating a young NBA athlete. And also, she's talked about multiple times on her platform how she openly finesses players like this and athletes.
Experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So
This was another thing, because it's like, bro, now on top of you doing all this shit, you're basically giving girls free game on how to do it. And honestly, once again, this shit might not have applied to him, but it's just like, bro, it's like, you can't do this in good faith and tell me you wasn't, like, I don't know. I fuck with this setup he has, by the way, like the Internet Explorer shit. That shit hard.
I really want to try to come up off a check off a man. I mean, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
So it's very obvious she had a game plan. She knew the play, she had the bait, she ISO'd on the man, and she went in for the dunk, and he slammed that. Which in theory isn't the worst thing possible. I mean, if he loves her and they love each other, they have a kid, okay, good for you, sis. I guess you just got a bag or whatever.
That nigga would have got
generational wealth in a stable home. Because soon after this, they
did
ended up getting married. But here is where everything falls apart. About a year after they got engaged or married or whatever, they suddenly got divorced. Until this day, we don't know the exact reason why they got divorced. I mean, Brittany speculated or hinted towards PJ cheating or whatever, but we all know that's he said, she said. You feel me? That's their say. We don't really know. PJ never came out about it. But what did come out is the amount of money that Brittany expected PJ to pay for child support. Actually, she didn't expect this. She got this amount of money, $200,000 per month with child support. Are you buying this baby Gucci diapers or something? Like, what are we talking about?
Fuck. Oh, that nigga got head cracked, bro. He got fucking head cracked, bro. That shit is ridiculous. That's not fair either. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there gotta be something done with shit like that. Like, yeah, niggas is stupid, but fuck, bro. 200K, like, there's no, like, you just, whew.
Till this day, I don't know how she pulled off this heist. Absolutely ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care if he's an NBA player. That child would be cool for cool 4K a month. Even though 4K is crazy, 2K a month. Let's be real. Diapers and baby food don't cost that much, baby. What you spending that other money on? Let me talk real quick.
I mean, a lot of athletes aren't the brightest. Pretty much.
It's obvious she scammed the man, and the courts agreed with it for whatever stupid reason. I mean, this is America. After this, it seemingly felt like she got away with the greatest heist.
I don't think they're stupid. I just think with their lifestyle, it's very easy to give in to, like, lust. Because most of their life is just, like, very eye on the ball. So it's just really easy to get distracted. Plus, like, when the option is in your face, you're more likely to take it, right? It's just how it is.
whole time, and all of her little whore friends or finesse or gold digger friends were applauding her, but all of the real people with brains, hearts, and souls seen what she did to this guy. It was a sad situation. Now look, PJ has since gotten over this. He's with a new girl who I also think is like an IG girl. He'll never learn his lesson, I don't think. But apparently now Brittany has since gone broke, even though she's getting 200K in child support. I don't know if the courts vetoed that after the outrage or whatever happened, but apparently she's broke now. And she's also converted to Islam, which, you feel me? If that's your path, that's the route you want to take, and you commit to that, I applaud.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say this is a fact. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. A lot of hoes, at some point, bro, they just turn to religion. Just a pattern that I see personally. I'm not saying this is just an anecdote here, guys. I'm not saying it mean anything. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying it be happening. It do be happening. I've seen it myself. People weren't taking her serious after that. How could you? First of all, like, you started this off with you're broke. We know how much you got for like 1 month of child support. Realistically, nigga, could set you up for life if you know what you're doing. Like, everything from there, like, no one's taking that shit seriously. Everything after that is horseshit.
You. I feel like everybody should believe in something. I believe in my God too. But the main thing that everybody got from the situation is that these IG models can be very, very grimy. And this whole PJ Washington situation opened up a lot of eyes to a lot of different athletes of, yo, should I trust this girl? Should I not? Should I stick with the hometown girl? Should I not go for the Cougars? What the word is, but a lot of people didn't listen. But at the same time, not every situation.
It happens. I can't give you a science behind it. It just happens.
Goes as bad as the PJ Washington and Brittany Renner. See, Brittany Renner was
my favorite basketball team is whatever NBA player I'm fucking.
But there's some other situations that the results did vary and differ. For instance, Jaylen Brown and Bernice Burgos. Now, look, if you don't know who Jaylen Brown is, you should know who Jaylen Brown is. He won Finals MVP last year. He's a very good basketball player. And he's also 26 years of age, but about 2 years ago, it came out that him and a popular IG model, Bernice Burgos, which is basically another Drea Michelle, right? Apparently were in a relationship. Jaylen Brown was 24 and Bernice was 41. 17-year age gap. Now look, no kids came from this relationship. No child support came from this relationship. It seemed like
wait, I do remember that shit. Yeah. Rage be violating niggas. I ain't gonna lie. He don't be letting niggas live shit down.
It was just a mutual understanding with them. And they're also now separated. But I just want to put some context in your mind. Bernice Burgos has a daughter, Ashley Burgos, that is 28 years of age. She's 2 years older than Jaylen Brown. Have you no shame? Now, I will say, I know Jaylen was living in Hershey's Kisses heaven. I mean, I'm not finna sit here and act like Bernice is not fine. And her daughter is fine too. I mean, I know his fantasies were getting fulfilled. But at the same time, back then, a lot of people...
I ain't gonna lie. Fantasies getting fulfilled? Like, imagine really running a 2-man with your daughter. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's any amount of religion you could turn to, bro, that could, like, make me believe that you're just not cooked. I don't know.
Came out and we're kind of bashing on Bernice because that's actually insane. Your daughter is older than him. Why are you with her?
Mother combos. That's what I'm saying.
That's like 19. I'm 18. Look like it. I might hit my boy Berto. We might hit the threes. I ain't gonna lie. Back on topic though. Another situation similar to this is LaMelo Ball and Montana. Now, if you don't know who LaMelo Ball is, you might have heard of him from his brother, LiAngelo Ball, aka G3, a very popular rapper who just released his hit single, Tweaker. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa. But yeah, LaMelo is his younger brother. And instead of following in his brother's footsteps and becoming a rapper, he decided to pick up the ball and start playing basketball. Very good leader and star basketball player of his team, Charlotte Hornets, right beside Brandon Miller. Nashville, Antioch native, by the way. You feel me? But apparently he's been dating a girl named Anna Montana. LaMelo's 22 and Anna's 34, by the way, so it's about 12-year age gap.
I hope this is not true. So you get rookie of the year and up already at 20. No, grown.
Okay, so since she's not gonna read the headline, I guess I gotta read this headline. I don't even know what the point of this video is. You just...
Her name is Anna Montana? I'm sorry, like, my brain just processed that. I don't know. Like, even if you were the perfect girl, like, something about that name would just make me not want to, like, be with you. It's like, yo, God, are you trying to have a laugh, bro? Like, what are we doing?
Jabbing. 32-year-old Anna Montana implies she's pregnant, and 20-year-old LaMelo Ball is the father. How she thanks God for potentially securing her in the bag, even though Melo hasn't claimed her publicly. Right now, I don't think Melo publicly has a child. Let me check real quick. No, he does not have a kid. Okay, anyways. So this is them, all right? With their dogs, Melo vibing out. Bro, they look happy. I'm not gonna lie.
I've seen something to where LeVar Ball was basically trying to justify it. He was like, oh, Melo been around older women his whole life. Like, what y'all think about that? Y'all think that makes it justifiable?
about like 3 years at this point, and apparently he's wrapping up, so you feel me, it doesn't look like she's just trying to get a kid out of him. Maybe she's playing a long game, who knows. But even though this one is 12 years and it's still weird, I'm not gonna bash either of them too much. It doesn't look like that crazy of a relationship. And even if she did used to get passed around, I mean, LaMelo loves her, so who cares? I feel the same way about this Anthony Edwards and Janine Robel one. See, people, if you don't know who Anthony Edwards is, very good basketball player. People are comparing him to MJ, and he was even on the USA basketball team this past year. But apparently his girl's 30, and she's also the baby mother of one of Chief Keef's mini kids. So honestly, with this situation,
okay, yeah, nah, that's a no-go right there. Granted, I don't know what he was looking for from that exactly, but nah, that's a no-go, bro. Remember a couple of years ago when Drake put hot sauce in the condoms and women tried to stuff it? Yeah. I mean, he probably started a trend with that. Like, I could see a bunch of niggas actually doing that, but yeah, it's fucked. So you can't really hide the fact that you tried to do that at that point, man.
again, I don't think it's that bad. Now, look, she did have Ant's kid, which is he said, she said. I don't know the relationship, so I'm not really gonna give an opinion on that. But the interesting part about this relationship is that it's come out that Ant has allegedly another baby mother, or potentially two. There was a headline last year that this IG model or whatever was having Ant's kid, and he wasn't trying to respond or say anything about it. And then there was another girl that claimed that Ant made her get an abortion, and she was suffering mental and physical harm from that. I don't know. And a popular meme came from it, aka send the video, because in the text logs he kept on telling her to send the video of her taking the bill. This became a very, very, very popular meme today. Honestly, I don't really have an opinion on this relationship, but I just felt like mentioning that. Now, to end this video off, why are these young NBA stars getting with cougars that have obviously been worn out by other celebrities? Well, here's why I think they're doing it. See, I'm not trying to get all red pilly on y'all and talk about, oh, the modern state of women is so horrible. I don't believe that. I feel like there's a group of women who are feminine, right? But there's also another group of women who are. You should just go for them. But the reason why I bring that up is because I've seen online that a lot of people think the reason why these athletes are with these women is because they are more feminine than the women we have nowadays. They made the claims that women don't.
Fuck no. What is that? Like, no. For one, that's not always intrinsically true. And two, even if that was, like, is that really a risk worth running? Is that, like, feminine? Like, I don't know. Like, everyone's feminine until you're dating a girl who's 60 years old, right? Like, that's what you're expecting, right? I don't know.
Don't cook no more, they don't clean, they don't take care of things, they don't know their role, they want to go out and cheat. And that's why these guys are getting with the older women, because they already had their fun and they're willing to be a wife and hold it down for these NBA.
And then it's like, all right, the same niggas that say this will complain like, oh, girls been ran through. Okay, so your solution is to date an older woman who has been ran through, but now she's ready to settle down? I don't know. Pick your problem.
Players. While that isn't the worst argument, I still believe you can always find a girl that can do all of those things. But at the same time, you got to think about the age of these guys. They're 22, 20, 19, 21 years old when they're entering the NBA. They're very young. And when you're 19 and 20, most girls around your age are either in college, working full-time jobs, or just not prepared to handle the responsibilities of being an NBA player's girlfriend. And a lot of the times, these type of players are just trying to focus on their career. They need someone to hold it down at the crib. They need somebody to be a wife to them at that moment, until they can find somebody around their age to be a wife. Now here begs the question, yo, can't these basketball players provide for these women too? Well, yes, they can, but these good women already know the game. See, most of these basketball players, hate to break it to y'all, most likely cheat. I mean, you gotta think about it. They're young, rich, tall, attractive. Women throw themselves at these people, especially when they're on their road trips. You telling me LaMelo Ball ain't cracking a Ruby Rose tier IG model?
This is why doing background checks is important. I mean, but like the thing is, bro, when you're a celebrity, bro, the background checks 9 times out of 10 be done. They know what's up, but they have it in their head like, I'm a celebrity, you're a celebrity. It just kind of has to work. It's like a superhero love kind of thing where it's just like, oh, she's been through all the same shit that I've been through, and so we have to be together, like, you know? And it's just who's there, because those are the only people that can really understand you. The background checks be done. You really think these niggas aren't doing their research? It's just like, okay, does this outweigh the amount of status that I could get for fucking with this person? And like, I'm telling, it's a flex thing. I really do think it's a status thing. It's a status thing as well as just like when there's a bunch of like girls that are kind of on the same page throwing themselves at you. I feel like the girl that approaches herself a little differently might just stand out to you a little bit more. Unfortunately, the thing that makes them stand out is the fact that they're significantly older and they can sell the idea of being their one-on-one partner better than younger women can.
If she's knocking at his hotel door, let's keep it real, bro. These people are men. They've been a fool. And while I don't condone cheating, that's just what usually happens. And these good girls don't stand for that, so they don't get with these type of guys. But at the same time, these guys need girls to hold it down. And even though they'll cheat on a girl, they hate to get cheated on. So instead of getting into drama with people around their age that just aren't ready for that position in their life, which is okay because 18 to 22, you're still young. You can still wild out, live your life. I guess I don't recommend it. I feel like you should just, you feel me, wait for the right one. But hey, at the same time, bro, that's college, bro. You're not gonna do that. So instead of opting for these immature girls, they go for the mature girls that are ready to be the wifey, that are ready to hold it down, and that also look the other way when their man potentially, for sure, most definitely is cheating on them. The reason why is because they're used to it. They know the game. They know the hustle. They know the vibe. As long as they get that Birkin bag, they don't care. And I hate when them old heads be making that argument, oh, these young women don't cook nowadays. Oh, these young women are feminine or wifely. Brother, shut up. Just because you can't find a good girl doesn't mean they're not out here, bro. I'm just keeping it real. I know I'm the same guy who just made that cooking with Kai video, but that was just for entertainment, bro. Like, I didn't mean a single thing I said in that video. I'm just keeping it real. Stop trying to insult our generation. Last thing I want to say about this whole topic, though. A thing you should learn from this video is that you cannot do what these celebrities do. Just because these celebrities can get with these older women and everything be okay with them, that doesn't mean you should. Find a girl your age. I'm coming from a person who I'm 18 and you feel me? I ain't gonna lie. You probably thought I was like 24. If you can't find a girl that meets your age requirement, either wait your time or go find a girl around your age that's good for you. You can't wife up a 30-year-old and expect everything to be okay. Y'all are two different generations. It works for them because it's them. Do your own thing, live your own truth, and also be loyal. Because if these athletes were loyal, they could just find good women around their age, but they're not, so that's just what it happens. And I'm not trying to diss them, but I'm just, you feel me? I'm just analyzing the situation, all right? Adultery is considered a great sin, Genesis 29. One of the oldest things of all time, bro. Stay loyal, make sure you get a loyal girl, and you'll be fine, bro. If you do that, you won't have to marry a 34-year-old washed up IG. If you want to hear me talk about more topics like this, follow my Twitch, sub to my reaction channel if you want to see more content, and follow my IG for more of me. Besides that, praise God,
Step
Jesus
one,
loves you. I need you to stay blessed. So I appreciate you for watching this video. You know I love you. Thank you, and goodbye. Love.
Yeah, I like this little thing you got going on, I ain't gonna lie. Whew, well, that's something. Well, those are the only shits that I really care to react to today. I don't mind getting a 35-year-old woman for the experience. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like there's anything morally wrong with that. I just feel like, for one, don't expect it to go anywhere. And two, a lot of people say that they don't mind that, but then, like, they end up falling in love, and then they end up getting dragged along, and then, you know, they don't actually have the personality to be dealing with people like that, or they don't actually want it the way that they